Ki nong yo binta jong ki school bat college bomdei sorkar ha Meghalaya kila Kyntait da ka wega sur ya ka scheme pension arjar arpun rio da ka bakin tu ya ka sorkar ban bo iki kendon an bat ban yada ka hok jong ki Nongtrei khamtam ki tu ki be kendo jingeh ha ka liang ka pisa tingka ha ba kren kilat pathai Khubor u president ka seng ki nong yalam u boswell pala ulo ong bawat la ki sngongu ya ka jingthmu jong ka sorkar ban pinjlan ya ka pension hinrei ki don ka jing sngokhya ka bajur halor ka ni ka scheme thymmai Ula pin pau bag scheme arjar arpun riu kaya pher na jingthmu blaya kren house nem arjar arpulai kabla de banbu ha ka record banyo ik jingeh Shillong bat kinong yo benta wat hapdeng jing persha bat kakam kabrang sa ha ka yeng kashari ka sorkar kadang ya chkhmat ban pintre kam ya scheme da ka babatha ya ki Nongtrei ban play plan account upala ula maham bakani kala ban pin bor ki Nongtrei ban rung ha ka scheme thamai ban pin kalai ka hok pension jongki khlemla ban pin phaibiang Ula banjuru baki Nongtrei ki bathong shwau arjar shpho ki diban board ya ka Jylla pension scheme katba ki tu ki baw hadien ki hab hapo ka national pension system ha ka bakut ula kintu ya ka sorkar ban shimrai kat kum ka an bat na ka binta ka jingmen toy jong baro ki Nongtrei khamtam ki bala Shongthait
colleagues, teachers, members of the non-teaching staff of various schools and colleges of Meghalaya. We are here as representatives of teaching and non-teaching staff of various deficit grant and aid institutions of the state of Meghalaya. We are the stakeholders in the various steps that the government takes with regard to education and the staff involved in deficit schools and colleges. You are aware that on the 1st of April 2026, this year, some 3 weeks back, the Honorable Chief Minister announced that the Meghalaya Non-Government Schools and Colleges Employees Centralized Fund Scheme 2026 was approved by the Cabinet. As per this scheme of 2026, the Chief Minister said that the employees of non-government schools and colleges will be able to avail the benefits of the Provident Fund in a structured and secure manner. Implied in the Provident Fund, as per the Meghalaya Non-Government School and Colleges Employees Centralized Provident Fund Scheme Act of 1969, we understand that the deficit staff, both teaching and non-teaching, are to get a pension scheme. We welcome a pension scheme that is extended to us as per the Act and the law, and in recognition of our contribution to society, especially in shaping young minds, the students. We appreciate also the government's recognition of our service and its commitment towards the education sector, especially us, the educators. However, as the main stakeholders, the teaching and non-teaching staff in deficit grant and aid institutions all across Meghalaya, schools and colleges, we are deeply concerned with this announcement of the Chief Minister on the 1st of April. The pension scheme that was announced on that day, the pension scheme of 2026, and it was notified by the Education Department of the Government of Meghalaya, was put up in the internet and views were sought on it sometime in January, February of this year. We, the members of the various associations and stakeholders, after discussing threadbare the set pension scheme of 2026 that was circulated on this public platform, we had unanimously rejected the same scheme of 2026, and we have also sent our objections and rejections to the Education Department. Further, despite our unanimous rejections submitted to the government through our different associations as stakeholders, the government has sadly gone ahead with the process of implementation of the rejected scheme, the scheme of 2026. As per the government's intent of forcefully implementing the pension scheme of 2026, contrary to the matter being sub judice in court, the Education Department, through a letter, has issued a notification recently instructing and directing stakeholders, the members of the teaching and non-teaching staff in schools and colleges, both retired and currently serving, to open our individual PRAN accounts, PRAN, Permanent Retired Account Number. Here, may I inform the members through you, our friends in the press, and we would like to place on record that an earlier draft pension scheme of 2023 had been circulated, and it was thoroughly discussed, and it was mutually agreed upon and approved also by the government and the stakeholders as per the record of the courts. There are many orders of the court that pertain to this. This pension scheme of 2023 is not the same as the recently announced notified scheme of 2026. Different. Secondly, may I state that we, the stakeholders, those appointed before April 2010, had in all good faith and intention signed our consent, and accordingly we have transferred our provident funds as per the government's instruction to the Central Provident Fund account in SBI Nongtrei branch. We expected during that transfer a just retirement benefit, which is mandated by the Act, again the Act of 1969. This retirement benefit would be in the form of the draft pension scheme of 2023. Important to note here that our members of the teaching and non-teaching staff in Meghalaya have been divided into two categories by the court, also by the government, acknowledged by the government. Teachers who were appointed before April 2010 would come under the CPF scheme, under the Meghalaya Provident Fund Act of 1969. And those who were appointed from April 2010 onwards would come under the NPS. In fact, the office memorandum through a notification was sent to schools and colleges to implement this NPS sometime in 2024. But till now, nothing has happened. So we express our disappointment. Disappointment with regard to this clubbing of all stakeholders under the same umbrella, under this recently announced notified scheme of 2026. So in light of the above, of these points that I've just discussed, we reiterate our complete faith in the judicial process, in the High Court. As I said earlier, the matter is sub judice, and we remain hopeful that as per the Act and the law and the notifications that were served earlier, justice will be delivered. We urge also the government to act in consonance with established legal provisions and in the best interest of teachers and the non-teaching staff as well, particularly the retired members of the deficit staff who are currently facing financial hardship, instability after years of dedicated service due to the delay in the implementation of this Act of 1969. Related to that, the pension scheme of 2023.
Ka development bar ke imlang sahlang he ka de bniah dekat tak le ke badun kam tam ma klem ka development ngimla ban im klem ke imlang sahlang ngimla ban develop nadu ka umbam de mencuang ngim ju yo tikenai umbam de re nadu bangila yo ke JJM temut ka umbam umdi kala bit kala biang menta ka ne ke MG NRGS mo kiang teka belah sis pak Sngi haginong kendong teka ne lele ke ko kalat kabu ke biang tam nam tak paidbah iyo ya karoi kepar iyo ya kham ke jam kilentik sinkin mo nong kumno ki jaka sajan ki pung tong ki pung dok kha nadong sedong kene ka pas Sngi lele nakali ng Sorkar hi kala persyang ban le bha ha kene ka shnong ke jongi kaji kwa jongi lele kalong ba ngimdoi tang bagi kloy lada kadon hang nong ngile chawru mo hang no kadon tak skim ngile chawru gen nam tak skim no gi don kam ni paidbah jong kene ka shnong gen petulun ini kam petulun dah ke jing stu jing mut dah ke jing iit sa Sorkar ka kit klik nam ta paidbah o paidbah ru utrelang nam ta ki brio jo ka department hagino ini ki benta nam ta jing don kam ba Sorkar ka ai sa paidbah